What is up, everybody? I'm Jared, and I will be going over my core four of MLB picks for PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. This way we know that you're following along. It also helps you to get notified when these shows are posted. We do them daily, so go ahead and like and subscribe today. If you're not currently playing on PrizePicks, make sure to sign up today using promo code WINDAILY. That will get you a 100% deposit match up to $100. We'll go ahead and also throw in a free 60-day trial period of Win Daily Gold. It's about a $100 value and gets you access to all of our daily articles and also get you into our Discord where we're constantly talking about PrizePicks or DFS. So go ahead and sign up for PrizePicks today using promo code WINDAILY. So we had a great day yesterday. We went 4-0. Vlad, Devers, Goldie, and Padres and Cubs all hit their numbers pretty easily. So we're going to look to keep the good times rolling and hopefully go 4-0 again today. So let's go ahead and jump in. It's a small slate today. There are just 9 games across really just the entire day, starting as early as 1 o'clock and going up until all the props are out there today, but I do want to get this video out for you because some of the ones that I like are in the early games. I may throw out some extra in the notes today, so make sure to just keep an eye on the comments. So I'll add as I see fit. So the first one that we are going to go with is going to be the first innings run allowed. We're going to go right back to the well with the Cubs and Padres starting pitchers. We're going to go with the over. There's been just a ton of runs scored in this series, mostly by the Padres. So far in this series, the Padres have scored 35 runs in the first 3 games, the majority of that really in the last 2 days. Their offense is clicking. The weather again today is going to be absolutely prime for baseball in Wrigley. It's going to be close to 90 at first pitch. Wind's going to be blowing out to dead center at a stiff 16 miles per hour. So there's just going to be a ton of offense in this game. The Padres also get a great matchup against Matt Swarmer. Swarmer's kind of struggled so far in his first 3 games. He's given up 9 homers, including 6 last game against the Yankees. Do I expect him to give up another 6 bombs today? Probably not, but I do expect him to give up some homers, especially with that wind blowing out in Wrigley. Once the wind is blowing out in Wrigley, the ball just absolutely flies, especially in the summer when it's warm. So we're going to go with the over on this half run for the first inning in the Padres-Cubs game. Next one that we are going to go with is we are going to go with Jake Cronenworth and his 7.5 hitter fantasy score. Again, this series has been a gold mine for fantasy. Just a ton of runs scored, and Jake Cronenworth has really been in the middle of it. He's had 14 at-bats in this series. He has 9 hits, 3 doubles, 5 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. I mean, that's a good few weeks for some hitters. So he's been on fire in this series. He's in a great matchup against Matt Swarmer today. Wouldn't be surprised if he actually hits a homer in this one, but the good times should keep rolling for Cronenworth in this one. So with that 7.5 hitter fantasy score, we're going to go with the over. The next one that we are going to go with is Jose Ramirez and his 9 hitter fantasy score. I know that's a pretty high number, but Ramirez has just been on fire in this series. Similar to Cronenworth, he's put up basically a good month for a hitter. So far in this series, in just 9 at-bats, Ramirez has 6 hits. He scored a couple runs. He's driven in a couple runs, a couple stolen bases, a couple doubles. He's just been on absolute fire. He also gets a great matchup against Chad Kuhl. Kuhl's biggest struggles has been against lefties. They have a 321 ISO against him and a 422 WOBA. So this is just a great matchup for Ramirez. Also, lefties have a 49% hard hit rate, so they just absolutely crush him. Again, Ramirez hasn't homered in this series. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes Cool deep today, but our model has him at 15 today, with it being in Coors and just an absolute smash hitting environment and a great matchup. Look for Jose Ramirez to keep up with the good times in this series. So I'm going to go with the over, even though it's high at 9. There's still some value with what our model is showing. So let's go with the over on this 9 hitter fantasy score for Jose Ramirez. The last one that we are going to go with is going to be Marcus Semien and his 7.5 hitter fantasy score. Or I'm sorry, 7 hitter fantasy score. It's a great spot for the Rangers. I'm going to be loading up in Rangers in DFS tonight. They get to take on Bo Briesque, who really, he hasn't been that bad, but if you dig into some of the advanced metrics, he's going to get blown up, and there's a really good chance that he gets blown up by the Rangers tonight. Over his last 26 innings, he's given up 7 homers and also 12 barrels. So he's given up a ton of hard contact, given up some homers. He also gives up a lot of contact. He has about an 82% contact rate. So he's really not striking guys out. He's been living on the edge. And against a really good Rangers lineup, he's going to get blown up. Um, then if we look at Simeon, he really started off his Rangers career pretty slowly. Wouldn't say they were regretting giving him that fat contract, but it wasn't looking great for a while. But he has been coming on of late. He's up to 6 homers on the year. 5 of them have come in the last 2 weeks. So he's starting to see the ball better. He's starting to hit with some more power. So I really like this spot for him. And the 7-hitter fantasy score is kind of right in a good path for us. Our model has him at 11. So even though it's at 7, there's some value there. So we're going to go with the over here. So if we do a recap of what we're looking at tonight, we're looking at the over on the half run allowed in the first inning in the Cubs Padres game. Just great environment for hitting. Going to go with the over on the 7.5 hitter fantasy score for Jake Cronenworth. Again, just a great environment. Going to go with the over on the Jose Ramirez 9-hitter fantasy score. And we're going to go with the over on the 7-hitter fantasy score for Marcus Simeon. So that's our core for today. If you end up using them, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along. Again, some of the props that normally are there aren't out yet. I will keep an eye on them throughout the day. If you do end up playing these, just keep an eye on the comments. I'll post new plays if I see fit throughout the day. That said, went 4-0 yesterday. Let's go 4-0 today. Good luck, everybody.